Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy Podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Vosqueros Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Vosqueros Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace.
I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of the game.
Check it out.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, El Paso, Texas, it's 21, Armando 21. And from the capital city of Texas, Austin, the Hill Country, is our man, Retrofit Sports. It's Rue. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520.
Stephen A. Smith will admit this team right here is legit, cause this is our year. This is our year. No wonder they be hating, cause this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. It's time to finish this fight, cause this is our year. The name of the game is win, we them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard, we be die hard, we be that blue.
Overshown pressured him, and then Golston came up with the pick, and the boos are raining down in Washington. 3-0, Cowboys back on offense.
Continue to play that hard in a season like this.
14 seconds, need about 20 yards to get into field goal range. Looking for more, over the top, it is pulled in! Jalen Brooks into the end zone, Tolbert's got it! Touchdown Dallas! Cooper Rush to Jalen Tolbert for the score. And this game is tied up at 9.
And just the effort that he plays with, he's blocked. Just kidding. Oh boy. There's a light Hoffman blocking him there to the end. And
Back to that area. Back into DC. Amazing. Daniels to throw. John Bates, first catch of the day. Ball is out. Cowboys have it. Eric Kendricks recovers. The question will be, did he have possession on 3rd and 5? Rush over the top. Touchdown. Dropped it into Scoot.
Llegar a la 15 y medio. Ahí está el pase, tiene un hombre completo. Los Vaqueros en
deep.
Line drive to Turpin, and it bounces through his legs. Here he comes. Devontae Turpin spinning free. Here he goes. Fastest man in the NFL. Devontae Turpin takes it all the way. Touchdown, Dallas.
The Ruger clips extended. Iron Man letting out rounds. I'm killing your inventions. The Albert Einsteins of rhyme filled with cyanide. I spy some sexualized guy.
Last time he went to the left.
Goes straight ahead this time, and it's picked up, and that'll put the nail in the coffin. End-to-end Wanye Thomas. Although you can make a pretty good argument he should have went down.
He should have.
Come on, give it to me.
Let me give you guys a little bit of hope.
Okay,
Just a little bit, okay?
Okay,
Just a little bit, man.
just give me a little.
You guys forget who their offensive coordinator is.
Yes, I
And
do.
what that guy is known for. That man, Cliff Kingsbury, is known for skyrocketing straight up the first half of the season and falling straight on his ass the second half of the season. Everywhere he goes, no matter if he was the offensive coordinator or the head coach, everywhere he was, always falls out the second half of the season. Their last 4 games, they are one Hail Mary off, and a division game where they only won by 5 points against the Giants, but a Hail Mary off from being 1-3. So I mean, they're on 2 game losers. I think it started, and I truly believe Cliff Kingsbury is going to stay true to what he is, and they're going to fall off right on their asses.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh man,
And welcome,
that was
welcome to the Cowboy Up podcast. Say, man,
Wow.
let me introduce the crew to you, man. From the west side of Texas, the 915 Cholo Town. It's my man, 21, Armando 21. What's up, 21?
Hey, we're back in the win column, baby, so it feels good. I went to work happy this week. You know, every time I go to work happy, I always think about Mikey, 520. You know, so we loving it, baby. Loving it. We're smiling again.
We smiling. Hey, man, somewhere in the wilderness of Texas, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, man. Hook 'em. It's Rue. What's up, baby?
Shit, baby, I'm heading out west. But I'm here. Let's get this shit going.
All right, and man, from the great state of Arizona, man, Mr. 520 himself is Mikey. 520. What's up, baby?
well. First of all, hey, we got to give a round of applause to the editing and producing and production, and then second of all, to it's crazy how this kid has said the narrative. Like, this dude should be writing for Get Up or something. It's good. So we're in the win column. So I know we're going to digress and talk about that, but give you guys a self applause, man. That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Let's give it to him. Let's give it to him. And I know it may be weird for some, but he's familiar to all, man. Our player personnel for the Cowboy Up podcast, man. He's Kuiper AZ. Mondo, what's up, baby?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, hey, first of all, man, how Mondo had the insight. I picked against the Cowboys, Rue picked against the Cowboys, but Mondo was telling us, Kuiper was like, say, man, I had Cliff Kingsbury. I know what he about. And if you think about it, if the Cowboys was not playing prevent defense, and you know what prevent mean, it prevents your ass from winning, okay? the score wouldn't have been like that at all. I mean, all those was Hail Marys and the Cowboys just stopped fucking playing, which is irritating. But they kept us on the seats, and we actually got something positive to talk about. Hey, I was like, for 5 weeks in a row, all I was doing was showing the other team's highlights, right? Did you see any
Yes.
did you see any Commander highlights?
No, no. Well, we will talk about Scary Terry and the horrendous. And there was five guys around the road. He wanted to block, tackle him. I know where to get into it, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Like again, beautiful editing, beautiful production, and it feels great to see the beautiful production in a motherfucking W, not a Charmander W.
Hey man, I know, man. I was sitting at the house. I was actually gonna go to a sports bar. I was like, man, it's 10 o'clock in the morning in California. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna watch it here. And man, that first half, I was just like, man, so many opportunities, so many opportunities. So let's start there. Let's start with 21. 21. The first half, I know you were doing your thing at the casino and everything. Were you thinking that it's gonna be the same old crap again? Is that where you thinking, man, in that first half?
Bro, that first half was that little crowd that we had. It was dead. Everybody was just wondering what was gonna happen. We had like you just said, we had missed opportunities, and I said, we missed those field goals. We got that first block field goal, and it was just like, yep, here we go. And that's what it felt like. It felt like deja vu. Here we go. We can't get any worse, right? But so that first half was stagnant. It was dead. Totally opposite of that second half, right? But yeah, it was tough. It was tough to watch. That first half is just it was tough, man. To watch our kicker miss, to watch our kicker get blocked. It was bad.
Yeah. Rue, how was you feeling at halftime, Rue, about the game, about these missed opportunities the Cowboys had?
I feel like the offense has been stale and stagnant for a while. Even when Dak was here, like the offense has had its problem. Honestly, my biggest takeaway from that game was the defense. The defense played so well throughout that whole game until the end. Obviously, like the end was just chaotic and crazy. But I mean, 3 and out after 3 and out after 3 and out. The defense just kind of came alive for me, and that was really my biggest takeaway, was just trying to stay positive about that. But at the end of the day, like I know we're happy about the win, but I'm like, damn, man, we can't even tank right. Like this is, it's one of them deals where it's like, yeah, it's a win, and it's like, cool, we got to win. But I feel like it takes away from us a bit, because we're probably going to get a win on Thursday too. The Giants are tanking for real. Yeah. DeVito's magic is gone. I have a hard time believing this team can't beat the Giants. I thought we could beat the Giants even with Daniel Jones. With DeVito, I don't see this team losing.
And I believe he's out.
They're starting Lock. They're starting Drew Lock, so they might have a fighting chance.
Whoever, like it either way. At the end of the day, it was nice
to
see.
Don't sleep on that defense.
At the end of the day, it was nice to see the defense really get into their rhythm, create stops, get their offense back on the field, give their offense opportunities, get the ball on takeaways, create fumbles. Like it was a good performance by the defense. I think that was my biggest takeaway from the whole game, was how good the defense played for at least 50 minutes.
All right, man. Hey, I had to blow you up, man, because it was hard to see you. So let's go with Mikey 520. We already know you already hit the over with 15 minutes in the show. You said you wouldn't, but hey, everybody knows Mikey, he hit the over. So hey, if y'all don't know what we're talking about, it was a show joke. I'm sorry, but
Mikey hit 15 minutes in.
Well, because we have to give our listeners the right information. He was mistaken on that Tommy DeVito playing, and he didn't know that Drew Lock was gonna start. Anyway, I digress.
But you know, it was going to be turned immediately, so you could have corrected them then. But anyway, God, tell us about the first half, Mikey. Your thoughts on the first half of the game?
I was very pleasantly deceived in the way where how we were running the ball. What BB and Bass and Hoffman, how they were doing. Like, it was great to see healthy guys, healthy, hungry guys, and then not just them double teaming and going off their blocks, doing whams, doing traps. Our boy Brock Hoffman, we're doing the over under on how much spikes he was going to start. Mr. Nasty Time himself. And then Bass was the highest rated Cowboy in PFF in this particular game, which is makes me happy for our future. And when you let your bench play and these hungry players play, they play. Those guys ain't snoozers. Payne, Deron Payne, and Allen, and that middle isn't a weak middle. Those are kids from Alabama. Those are first rounders, and that made me optimistic. Obviously, we did Cowboy things, like what's indicative of this season, of getting a block kick. Not capitalized. We should have been up 9-0. We left points again. And if they were touchdowns, this game was far much of a blowout in the Cowboys' favor. But if and buts were candy nuts, we'd have a Merry Christmas. I get it, but it just shows how much our offensive game plan was on point. How Mike Zimmer listen to this show and listen to Kuiper XZ and looked at the tendency, and they actually did some coaching. And this, we're just talking about the first half because I know this is a narrative going into the third quarter, but it looked promising of the way we were moving the ball, but it looked like this season the way we weren't capitalizing, since we're just talking about this first half. And Rue, can you mute your mic? We could hear every mile you're traveling.
Thank you for the production value. Anyway, Kuiper, say, man, how did the first half go? Did it go as predicted to you, or you think the Cowboys or the Commanders have missed opportunities? Your mic is muted, Kuiper. Your mic is muted. All right, go ahead.
I saw everything I thought was going to happen from Cliff Kingsbury. Every single play, I could be like, all right, there's a wide receiver screen. Terry's staying on the left side. They're going to run it right here. They're not going to get it. I could predict everything Cliff Kingsbury was doing, but I was just, every time on offense for the Cowboys, I kept thinking, man, they got to do it right here. Right here. You got this one. You got this opportunity. Take this one. Do this, do that. Come on, you guys got to do something. Because the defense was just balling. I love how the defense, I think the most underrated thing the defense did all night was tackling. They never let up any yak yards, and that was I think that was the biggest key to winning the game.
All right. Hey, Cowboy Corner, look like you're doing a little shopping at Wally World. Thanksgiving shopping. Man, I'm glad you joined us, even though you're shopping, and your mic is muted too.
Oh yeah,
he's getting his turkey. He's biting his turkey.
No. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, you guys. I won't be on long because obviously I'm doing some shopping with the family. We got some other errands to run. But how about them Cowboys?
Yes,
you know, if your team tank, just enjoy it. It took 5 weeks to get here. Enjoy the win. We're not getting a quarterback in the first round. So enjoy the win. Enjoy the win. If your team tank, calm your little self down. Enjoy the win. We're going to get about 3 or 4 more, and you're going to be picking about anywhere between 11 to 15. You're going to be somewhere in there, and you're still going to get you a star-studded player. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody here. I appreciate my family on the webcams right here on the Cowboy Up podcast. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Appreciate you having me.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Mike. Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Bro.
You and your family, bro. God bless you.
Thank you. Peace.
All right. Peace out, bro. All right. So now this is my thing on the first half, man. I think as Cowboy fans, we were jinxing our kicker because we knew he was Mr. Automatic, right? So when the first one got blocked, I was kind of ticked off, but I was like, hey, this is typical Cowboy stuff. Get the field goal block. I mean, and they blocked it with ease. Like everybody on the offensive line on field goal, just like they decided they didn't want to block anybody. But then come back and he missed the easy one. And my wife say, I thought he never missed. I say he don't. I said it was too damn close. I said he need to back up 40 damn yards. I said, that easy ass shit, he was not trying to deal with that, man. And then with Cooper getting them into field goal range right before halftime, to me was big in the game. Because to me, if we didn't get it, it was like Washington would have been up. They would have been up 10-0, coming in that third quarter because they scored a touchdown as soon as they got the ball, right? So as soon as they got the ball in the second half, that's when they scored a touchdown. But with Cooper throwing a good pass to Brooks had a hell of a catch on the sideline. I thought that was great. I did think in the first half they was trying to force feed CD, which because that's really our only weapon is CD Lamb. But our tight end room, they stepping up, man. They're stepping up. In the first half, man, I was just like, thank you, tight end room. We you guys beat the team and y'all did it for a reason. Go ahead, Mikey. Go ahead, man.
Hey, there's a sighting of Scooney. There's Scoonies he's off the milk carton. Scoonies off the milk carton. And see, I didn't know Spanford was that damn big.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Like yes, great point, Chris.
Yeah. So Rue, let's talk about our tight ends just for a minute, man, because they are taking up for Fergie being on in concussion protocol. Man, are you digging their production since Fergie been out?
I feel like our tight end room, and we said it before the season, it was probably our most solid room in the entire building. And these guys have really just kind of showed up and done their jobs. Because Ferguson going down was a big loss. Ferguson is a huge piece of this offense. He was a huge piece of this offense last year. He's Mr. Reliable, and he's a great target over the middle. And it was amazing to see Scooney go get that ball. Now, mind you, there wasn't a defender within 10 miles of his ass, but he that catch was undeniable. I mean, it was a beautiful catch. It's over the top. It's down the seam. I just don't understand why I hadn't seen more of it. I think we were calling for this weeks ago. Why aren't we seeing these seam routes with the tight ends? But Spanford and Schoonemaker are really coming into their own, and really Spanford kind of came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Like Spanford's really one of those guys where it's like we didn't really talk about him much, but you just see him, you just keep seeing him pop up on the field. You just keep seeing him show up and show out in big moments, and it's like, hey man, it's nice that there's enough volume in that room to cover when somebody's gone, because that's a hard room to replace. I mean, any top tight end is not just getting shoved in and shoved out. Like it's a very difficult position to get a full, well-rounded individual to do, because these guys aren't just catching passes. They're creating run lanes, they're blocking, pass protection. They got a lot of different tasks that they have to do at that position, and the fact that they've been able to step in and do their jobs as great as they have been, it's just good to see, because it's nice for the future.
Right. All right, 21, man. What you think about the tight end room, man? Big Scooney down the seam, man, and Spanford. Really, I mean, 21. I'm gonna add all the receiver room.
Yeah,
because Jalen Brooks, Jalen Tolbert, CD, they all produced this week, man. What you think about them?
and I'm gonna go back to what Mikey said about these backups coming in and producing. This is when you start seeing the next man up. The model right here. This is when you start seeing it, and it's beautiful, right? We got to see Schoonmaker, and that was a beautiful catch, just right there, bucket. It was beautiful to see. They're helping out with that O line, and that O line it was working, beautiful, and they're creating, what Mikey said, that run game that we had been asking for, it showed up, and it was all working together, right? There was just I think there was just little adjustments that they didn't make because I felt like again, and I'm with Mike. We left a lot of points on the board. I
Yeah.
feel like we left a touchdown and a field goal on the board, and that killed us. But those were those killers right there. But those that tight end room, it's big, it's good to have. Obviously we since last year we saw our future in I'm having a brain fart. Ferguson.
Hendershot.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
in Ferguson, we saw our future in Ferguson at the tight end position, and this year, unfortunately, he went down. But he's just out for concussion. But the next man up, and it's looking good. It's looking like we have a solid tight end room, which, like Ruth said, we talked about, at the beginning of the season, and for these guys to come out and produce, it's looking good.
Yeah, man. I was really happy with all the receivers, man. Really, I really was. Um, because Spanford and Scooney, man, y'all know I watch every Michigan game, and at Michigan, he did that. He was down the scene. He was a big target. He wasn't just the blocking tight end. And man, how we were kind of dogging out Ferguson his first couple years because he was behind what's his name with the Texans. We were just like,
Schultz.
yeah, well, he was behind Schultz, but remember Schultz ass was on the bench too. Schultz didn't do nothing until
And
he
win.
got to play, man. But
And Balake. He was behind Balake.
yeah, so I'm like, man, we always got to be patient with our tight ends, man, because when they do get their opportunity, they actually do play. Mikey, what you think about the tight ends and receivers?
Let's touch on that. Think about how much tight ends have gone drafted, been picked up by the Cowboys, and contributed to the team. Jeff Swain is still playing. You remember back in the day with Anthony Fasano doing what he did. Martellus Bennett. Now Dalton Schultz is somewhere else. The Dallas Cowboys, we pick up good tight ends, and we have a tendency to let them go, and they produce somewhere else. There's a couple of guys. I forgot what number 48's name. He's like a halfback. If it's what you guys can look it up. Our tight end room, but it's deep. We still got Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones on our roster. The thing with Ferguson this year is he got banged up early, and we relied on other players. But Dak would look for Ferguson, and that was his blanket. But I like what Mondo was saying. The next mentality, like to us, it's common sense. Next guy and put this guy in already. But sometimes the front office or the way somebody gets paid, they gotta put the guy that gets paid in front. But look what it did. Like, I know we're talking about the tight ends, but that kid Josh Butler from Mesquite, Texas, that's been in the league. He's 20 years old. He's basically a rookie. He's been having a phenomenal 2 games. And I like what I'm seeing out of our Cowboys. It means that they're still fighting. They're not quitting. With the Micah Parsons quote that as long as he's on the team, they're still gonna fight and try to win. I love that shit. If anything that motherfucker says that I tell him shut the fuck up, that was one of the best quotes I ever heard. But as far as our tight end room, they are who we projected they were gonna be. They just didn't get a chance. Like with Scooney's been on a milk carton, throw him the ball and see what he could be. And like you said, Chris, that's who he was. You ain't gonna see a guy if you don't get a chance. What's the quote? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Right.
Well, if you don't pass him the ball, he ain't gonna catch shit.
I feel you. I feel you. So I know we briefly touched on the defense, man. The defense, I always say the defense lately only played 22 minutes of the game, right? Well, they played 40 of the 60. they played 40 of the 60, right? And I remember this. Remember when Micah got hurt, and I said, "Hey, man, we need to find a way to get Overshown to rush the passer." And I said, I came up with the idea of defensive end. They didn't do that, but have you noticed Zimmer is sending Overshown more and more on third down, and I'm fucking loving it.
Yep.
Rue, what do you think about Overshown pass rushing skills, man, when they send him?
Overshown's been the shining light of this defense. As bad as the defense has played, Overshown has been the only guy that you're looking at that is putting consistent effort in every single play. Chris, the whole idea of blitzing him more was absolutely brilliant, and the fact that they put it in that has been, because he's killing it. I mean, the dude created that damn the interception. He's the one who caused it. With everything that he was able to do with all that pressure, he's really been lighting it up, and he just looks like the shining star on this defense right now that I'm going to be loving next year when he's got a whole defense around him that's actually healthy.
Right. Hey, real before we go to Armando, did you notice Marshawn Nealon played in the game? I was like, is that number 9?
You noticed it. Noticed it.
I was like, hold on. He hadn't played since week 2. Yeah. But I was just like, okay, we getting healthy when we thought, well, we should tank the fucking season. Now all of a sudden we getting healthy players, and Bland played, Nealon played, I'm just excited. What do you think about Marshawn getting on the field?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen. You could hear him.
21.
Go 21.
No, I'm loving this defense. This defense, with Overshown showing that speed and getting to that quarterback is beautiful to watch. We're slowly getting healthy. I'm hoping next week we see we finally get to see that Diggs and Bland on one side, right? So that would be lovely to see finally. But this defense is I feel like you said, it played for 40 minutes, and it was beautiful, man. They kept us in this game, this whole game. I had a partner that was with me doing the hosting, and I kept telling him we're in it. That defense is keeping us in it, and that's what kept us in this game, man. That defense. So it was beautiful to watch. I'm loving that it's getting healthy, and like Bruce said, next year it's only gonna be all healthy crews. So definitely gonna be good.
Okay, Mikey, man, how did you feel about the defense?
Well, I hate with the ifs, and we can't live in the past, but I feel extremely cheated with fate and the way things goes of last year. You imagine if Overshown doesn't tear his ACL, and we would have been completely light in the ass at linebacker, and what it would have done having him last year. Like, it breaks my goddamn heart, but it's neither here nor there. But just imagine, like, anyway. But you understand what I mean? Like, I feel we got cheated of a year because this kid is electric. He's Micah. He makes up. He picks up ground, and you got to give credit to guys on the field. Like I said, Butler. You see Nealon. There's a rotation. Even our boy that got the interception on the screen. Help me out here, Golston. It puts Golston in the spot because he's a part of a rotation with Nealon. Now he has a breather. Now he has a bit more energy to rush and read and not just be tired. And that was awesome. Guys like Butler, Akwamu. I know Wanye Thomas didn't close out and set the edge, and Micah would have hunted Jalen Smith down, or Jalen, whatever his name is, that scum devil, Jay, hunt him down, and that's when he turned and looked at him. But Wanye Thomas did some key plays in the game, especially on that kickoff return. I know we're going to get to it, blocking downfield, the little things that plus, the game, finishing the game, guys like that, getting plug and play guys. It's awesome. Like, I know it's just one game because 5 games are greater than one game, right. But the hype and where the depths of where we were in that 5. At one point, it looked like we were the worst team in the goddamn league.
Yeah.
And then it looked that way, and it sucks. And remember, we're talking about it was walking depression.
Yeah.
And we just took and you know what cures that kind of walking depression? W's. We took a pill of that W, and all of a sudden it's like Prozac. What bipolar disorder? What walking depression? I feel good. There's some dopamine up in here. You know what I'm saying? So and that's good, but it's not just good. It's good that we did it with backups, with the team that was being called one of the best teams in the league at one point, and the best team in the East, and a rival that was fucking calling for us sitting on their giraffe, aka high horse, sounding that they want Dallas. Well, you wanted Dallas? Well, you got it, motherfucker, and you got it by way of our backups, and our backups look good. And what Zimmer did, and this is what boggles my mind with our coaching sometimes. And this is how I know Jerry Jones medals. If you let our coaches coach, they're going to coach. Zimmer made Jaden Daniels play with one arm behind his back, took his strength away from him, and he couldn't go right. And there was a tendency to go right. Every time he go, we had somebody there. He had these quick reads, and we would stop him. And that's why we got pressure. That's why we disabled them. And that's why we held on and didn't. We were always in the game until we scored.
Man, didn't it feel good to see the defense get 3 and outs? It just seemed like it had been generations. You saw a 3 and out. We like, wait. They didn't get a first down on 3rd and long like everybody else does. What the hell is going on? 3 and outs and causing turnovers. The fumble was big. The punch out was big, man. I was like, that's old Cowboy defense right there, man, causing turnovers, right? And they did it. Go ahead, 21.
I said it felt good to actually not watch teams go on 4th down against us, because that should just it irks me. It's disrespectful. It's like
very disrespectful.
It's the Cowboys. Let's just go 4th down, and so it felt good to get them 3 and outs, and I was like, there we go. This is what I'm talking about.
Exactly, man. So that was the first half, and let's get to it, man. Let's get to the second half. Really, the second half was still slow. Scooney got the touchdown. It was 10-9, 10-3, something like that, and then all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. the Madden play in live action actually happened. When I saw it, I was like, don't the kids do that on Madden? And then they showed the highlights of him practicing that shit before the game. Did y'all see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Before the game.
Well, and then this goes to Papa's right here. Right? He's an avid Madden. I used to be a Madden Knight, not as much anymore. I actually gave him my last Xbox that I had for myself, and then he ends up being this big gamer. But with Madden, and that spin move, that one with the pause, and it looks kind of funky, is the Madden 99 spin move. Right? Right, Chris?
Hey, when he did it, as soon as he broke through the first wave, I stood up and I just did this. He gone, y'all. Only body in the world have two people in the world have a chance to catch him. Usain Bolt and maybe the cheetah, maybe.
Tyreek Hill, man.
I still don't think Tyreek would have got him because, hey, you heard the announcers, the fastest man in the NFL. They didn't say Tyreek Hill. They said the fastest man on the NFL, Kayvon Turpin. So, 21. Tell me about the crowd at the casino when Kayvon.
Oh man, I've never seen a crowd go from shit to yeah, because he muffed that kick, and it was just like, oh shit, here we go. And you see a player muff that kick, and it's usually like, oh, he's gonna be down at 5-10 yard line, and to see him do that, I mean, I've never seen a spin move like that. I mean, obviously, like we say in Madden, but in real life, he did a step and then did a turn. It's like, okay, and then to break through, man, that crowd just got live. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up on because I was live, right? So I gotta pull it up on the video and post it, man, because it was crazy that everybody just got up, started jumping, and man, it was crazy.
Dude, Kuiper, man, what did you think about Cavante's spin move for 99?
I was like, yeah, that's the game. That's the game. Ain't no way the Commander is gonna come back from that. I thought, yeah, exactly what you guys said, man. That's very Madden-esque. I've done that in a game. Usually it works about 1 out of 10 times, but I guess he got the one time.
He got the one. 520, man. How many Spanish cuss words did you use when he hit the spin move?
No, when the ball went back, I just said, "Damn, it's typical again, typical things. The details in games are details that we're fucking up already. Like we don't want to win this damn game,
Right.
And he did it, and it's so crazy. He's affected the game for the last two weeks, and as such a weapon, and it's crazy if you watch Inside the NFL. The guy that praises him the most is Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick, Kavante Turpin's name comes out of Bill Belichick's mouth constantly. But when we watch it, you know what, Chris? Another thing. See what happens when you take part of the chat and you conversate. It's like me, you, and Kuiper are watching the game all together, but
Nothing to do with it. I tell you, the reason I start doing the chat is because of our record. Normally,
yeah, I know.
I'm on do not disturb mode when I'm watching the game, right?
Y'all shut the fuck up, Mike.
When you're not expecting much, hey, I got time to chat. I got time to text. You know what I mean? And dude, it was funny. My wife say, "You a different dude watching football this season." I say, "It's a different season. We got different Cowboys, and it just everything is different." So that's why I've been in the chat. But I want to talk about this next. I call it 5 minutes of funk. What the hell happened from that kickoff return? Didn't they say both teams scored? Was it 40-something points?
It was 26 points in 3 minutes.
26 points in 3 minutes. Hey, if I had Houdini linked up, I would be playing in 5 minutes of funk. Okay, Kuiper, I want to start with you. All right.
Special teams mania, man.
What caused that, man? Do you think the Cowboys caused it, or was the Commanders just in desperate mode?
No, they were in desperate mode. They were definitely in desperate mode because you wouldn't kick that to Turpin if you weren't in desperate mode. They were trying to get a fumble, so that's exactly why they kicked it in bounds, and Turpin just made the best out of it.
Okay, and then I want to talk about the remember they scored the touchdown to Hurts, Hurts. All right, and then I was like, okay, yeah, we still got it under control. But then when they scored I don't understand this play from Zimmer when Scary Terry is bracketed He's bracketed by 3 people and nobody touched him. 21. How was your emotions when that happened?
I couldn't believe that we had not heard his name all
whole
game.
game. Yeah.
All game we hadn't heard Scary Terry McLaurin. Oh, we got to watch him. All game we hadn't heard shit from him. And that one play, you know, and we got with 3 guys covering him.
It was 3.
And can't nobody tackle him. It's just like it was a tough watch, especially after the emotion we had just had. So it's just, you know, you're just, you know, that gut feeling like, oh shit, man, here we go. You know, everything was drained, but you know, I don't know. I'm with you. I don't know what kind of defense I know they played there, or what the actual what the call was, but it was tough.
Mikey, what you think about the 5 minutes of funk? That whole series of plays.
Well, obviously it starts with Turpin, and that was like it's it. Like I was like you see my sequence on Instagram. Yeah, I'm on Instagram now, TikTok. For a minute, we're stopped. But you know what my content is. I do all the Cowboy touchdowns. I do every one of them. So you want to see 30 seasons Cowboy touchdowns? When my TikTok is up, you can see it. So I do my every reaction to every Cowboy touchdown, and you can hear me talking shit like it's done. And then when they blew that cover, and you know what, the coverage was fine. It was all these guys' angles, like. They couldn't. J. Lou, the ball god, had a bad angle. Makwamu had a horrible angle, and then they forgot Terry could run, and then he outran them before they even decided. Like,
you want to know what it is?
What is it?
They all expected him to go out of bounds. That's the time they
you're right.
He was gonna run out of bounds, and he just cut it upfield and left all of them in the dust.
Yeah, and it was like 2 steps. It was 2 steps, and he was past them. And then their angles were shit, and yeah, they were complacent. That's a very good observation. What my question is to you, at that moment, you saw Zim throwing, or not Zim, Quinn saying the 1, and when I saw him saying 1, I was relieved because they had us on the goddamn ropes.
Yeah, I thought
you know what I mean.
Also, I thought he was going.
If they go for 2 and win, they never kick that onside kick, and we're not even talking about Wanye. What did you guys think that he went for 1?
When I was excited too, because I was like, hey, at least we ain't lost the game yet, right? That's what I was thinking. We hadn't lost the game because he put up the 1. But I was thinking, well, you know, at home you go for the tie, on the road you go for the win. That's the rules, right? But with the emotions like that in the stadium and with your players, as a coach, I'm gonna be like, man, fuck, let's win this shit now, right? Because there's no way we should have been in the game. Okay, that's number 1. And that's why I hate when coaches decide to do prevent shit. They stop putting pressure on Daniels. They stop doing everything, and I was just like, wait. Why did we stop all of a sudden? And as soon as they stopped giving pressure to him, what happened? They come back. He was making easy ass throws, you know, because you got to remember, he is a professional fucking quarterback. He made the throws he was supposed to make, right? So I kind of blame that last 5 minutes of funk on Zimmer. Because, dude, you got too complacent. You just like, we got this win. They ain't gonna come back. Did you watch any of the Commanders games? Did you watch any of them? Call the Bears right now. The Bears.
Call the Bears.
Yeah, just call the Bears. Did you watch the highlights? 21. Go ahead, Mikey. Go ahead, Mike. Go, Mike. Mike. Go.
I wanted to add, and you know who made it funner? Olsen. Greg Olsen, Greg Olsen made those last 5 minutes fun. You got sometimes announcing could get in the way of the game. They made the game better, especially in that. I just Stifler, my old boy Steve Stifler.
21. What did you think about Zimmer's coaching decisions in that last 5 minutes of the game?
It's funny that you said because I was literally telling the guy, let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep pressuring Daniels. Let's get that ball out. I don't know why you put. I get it. They play that prevent, pull everybody back, but it was just too easy for Daniels at that point, and it was just and you got that Terry, and we all know he's fast, so you know, I don't know what he was thinking. I guess he's thinking. I guess he's like with what Kuiper was thinking is this man's gonna go out of bounds. He's gonna try to kill that clock and stop the clock more like. But I'm assuming that was his mindset. But I don't know. I don't know why he went into that prevent when it was working. The pass rush was working. We were getting to him. He was not on target, and then you stop and you just go to that prevent and let him kind of work.
Mm-hmm. Kuiper, man, what you think about Zim's coaching in that last 5 minutes?
I think he was trusting his D line too much. He was hoping Micah was gonna make a last play, maybe force a fumble. I think he just got too he trusted him too much when really most of the game all the pressure came from blitzing. You blitz the rookies. That's what everybody does. That's the rule of the game. You blitz them because they're rookies, man. But he stopped doing that, and that's what he went to his old roots from the whole season. He switched up instead of sticking to what was working.
Man,
And that's crazy you say that because every third down, Zimmer was on point. Like it was cool to get off the field. And when you see Kendricks on the line, you see Overshown. Homeboy didn't know when it was going to come and where. And then one would back off, one would come in, and then at points we would stunt while we blitzed.
Yeah.
The stunts were just to shield off and get a free runner. We see Wilson. It was beautiful, and that's a great point. You say, Papas, that's a freaking amazing point because that's the way they had him. He didn't know where it was coming, but I just think they were there. They just got complacent and took shitty angles. That's what I think.
Well, Mikey, I got something for you that we hadn't had in 5 weeks. We've got a cowboy up moment of the game. We have not had one in 5 weeks. We'll start with you, 21, your cowboy up moment of the game.
I'm gonna go with our homie, man, our homie of the show, man, Brock, getting in people's faces, man. This dude was getting in his people's faces, pointing fingers. People were punching him. This dude set the tone that we've been eating on that O line, and that O line, it was looking good. They had rush. They was giving rush time, so I know obviously I know cowboy up moment for me is and I think for a lot of people it is the Turpin return, but this O line they did what they had to do, and I shout out to our boy Brock, man, setting that tone, man, setting that Mr. Nasty time.
All right, Kuiper, your cowboy up moment of the game.
I think it's the Eric Kendricks fumble recovery that completely changed the momentum for both sides. And I forget which safety did it, but I think it was number 9 forced that fumble, and
it was Wilson.
Recovered it. Yeah, once he recovered it, dude, I was like, oh, that's the moment. That's the game killer. It's over. And then Turpin, of course, sealed it, but I loved seeing the defensive play made against Kingsbury's offense.
All right, Mikey, your cowboy up moment of the game.
Oh man, shit. There's very like that. See, I love this kid. I love the way he watches the game because it was barely 13-6, and it made it 20. It made it 20-6, and people were questioning Mike McCarthy on that extra. He should have did the 2-point conversion, but for me, it was very subtle in the way we would go back to the run. I think it's not just a moment. It was the message. I'm gonna go piggyback off you, Mondo, where we would go back to the run, and the run was working, and we kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And those three guys, because I'm sorry, Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton they just threw a penalty on him right now. God damn it! Fuck Tyler. Fuck, bro. But, and like I said, PFS rated Bass is the highest rated Cowboy and one of the highest rated old linemen, which is fucking phenomenal. Him and BB, him and Hoffman, and then the way they ran the ball, I think it's all together. Particular moment, I'll say the seam pass, the open seam pass to Schoonmaker, because it got us off the kicking ledge.
Yep.
And settling for field goals and got us a fucking touchdown. Oh my God, we scored a fucking touchdown by a man that was in a milk carton.
Well, since 21 stole mine, because I was definitely gonna bring Brock Hoffman starting to getting nasty. Because if you think about it, man, we've been missing it, right? And that's why I wanted him to start at center. But since 21 stole mine, hey, shit, it wouldn't. He got me. But anyway, since he did it, Kevon Turpin made me get up off of my seat. It's been a long time since Cowboy fans actually got up out of their seats at the game or at home. You know what I mean? And when that fucker hit the spin move, and all you saw was this little bitty fella with these little bitty legs going really, really fast. And the crowd went from cheering to one side, and then you heard the Cowboy fans in the stadium go crazy.
It was still blue, boss. It was still blue. Remember we were anticipating it was going to be more whatever chili cheese color that they fucking wear. It was blue.
It was blue. So yeah, my Cowboy up moment, Turpin going 99. All right, man. So I know Mikey wanted to talk about this. Jerry Jones talked about bringing back Mike McCarthy. To me, this is just my opinion. I'm gonna let y'all go with this, okay? Because to me, it's bullshit. We all know it's bullshit because we're not going to the playoffs, okay? So you can't bring back a coach that went 12-5, and basically for the first 9 games, I mean, literally before your quarterback got hurt, you did nothing. Okay, your offense was just stagnant. There was no imagination. I think Jerry just full of shit on this. 21. What you think about this?
We can't drink the juice, right? I guess I get that we got a win. We got a big win, and it's just Cowboys are emotional right now, but this man, we said it before, and I'm with the big fella. He should have been gone since Green Bay, right? You had ex-Cowboy players, Super Bowl champion players came out that said he should have been gone after Green Bay, right? So we can't drink the juice. We can't fall into it. I get it. We won. It's good. I love it. We're probably gonna win. I'm hoping we're probably gonna win on Thursday, but we can't fall back into the let's keep. No, Mike McCarthy has to go. His play calling is outdated. It's it's just we've seen it all season. He got rid of his offensive coordinator because he wanted the play calling, and his play calling is shit. Right? So I'm still on Mike McCarthy's got to go. But I'm gonna ask you guys this: if Mike McCarthy wins out, I mean,
fuck you, Mondo, and fuck that question. Fuck that question, Mondo. Don't even put that shit in the universe.
Well, I just played off. No, Mikey, well, go ahead and answer that then. Mikey, go ahead.
No, I'm playing. I'm playing with you, Marco. That's a
Oh, no.
legit question because I thought about that. Would we drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak? Would we forgive the girl that cheated on us with our best friend because she stopped fucking around and started making me dinner and forget that she fucking fucked my best friend? No, because you can't take a hoe out the fucking hood. She is still a hoe, and she a tendency to lose. So no,
happened to him before.
no. We stay together until this lease is up, and then we go. No.
Kaiba, what do you think?
It's a scary thought, man, because you look at who your owner is, dude. You guys, I look at the schedule. There's only 2 games. I'm like, all right, that's an automatic L. That's the Bucks and the Eagles. And then there's the Panthers, the Giants, the Commies, and I think it's a winnable game against the Bengals, to be honest.
But hey, Burrow's playing out of his mind, though, bro. Poor guy.
So when you consider if you win those 4 games, right, and you really look at what happened this season with how many injuries there were, your owner's gonna think, he's gonna look at it and be like, damn, should we give him another chance? He won with backups. I hate the guy. You can ask Mikey. I told him as soon as he got hired, it was the worst decision ever to bring a guy who was never able to get over his own hump with one of the best QBs of all time, to never be able to win anything, to bring him to a franchise who already has their own history of never being able to get over a hump. But you gotta think
we shouldn't have been talking, but we did talk about that. But now it ain't no ramifications, so it's all good.
Dude, okay, all right. Jesus, I don't know how the big fella will deal with that off season if he brings him back. I really don't know how I would deal with that, man, because it's just obvious, man. It's not the right person for this. I understand being loyal, but loyal to a fault, though, man, because after that Green Bay game, man, to me, you're not a head coach I want, because there's no way in hell I got the number 2 seed. I'm at home. I've been predicted to win the game by double digits, and I get smoked at home. You know, I can't get it out of my mind, bro. I can't get it out of my mind. And if Jerry does that, God, fuck. It's just gonna be one of those. All right, man. So let's move on, man. We'll real quick overview on the Giants on Thanksgiving. Dude, I actually feel sorry for Giants fans. And dude, and the reason I feel sorry for them, but dude, because man, their front office literally told their fans, "Fuck you." I mean, they gave their fans the double bird in the middle of the fucking season. You gave them the bird in the off season by just saying, "Hey, Saquon, just go, see if you can, and then come back to us." No, that was the best person on your team. That's number one. Number two, you should have went and got a bunch of offensive linemen and say, "Saquon, we giving you the ball 40 times a game, and we're gonna pay you all the money." Okay, that's number two. But you didn't. But you literally put your starting quarterback as the third string. Then you got him playing scout team safety. Then you released.
No, the scout team safety while media has access. Like, usually you put the third string when the media doesn't have access. You let the world know. Fuck this.
So as a Giant fan, how do you be like, how do I even cheer for this team? It's the struggle for us, right? But it literally, their front office and their coaching staff said, "Fuck you, fans." And basically Malik Neighbors is already trying to get out of there. He ain't
Oh yeah.
the whole season. He hadn't done a whole season. He ready to go.
Yep. He saw it. He
The
saw
best player on your team is a rookie. Hadn't done a whole season and he's ready to go.
I'll take. And then Dexter Lawrence is having a great season. You don't even know that shit. Poor
Your
fucking
defensive
dude.
player of the year, to be honest.
Go ahead, Kuiper, go.
Yeah, dude, he's one of the top leaders in sacks as a defensive tackle. When he's getting double and triple team, he's getting Aaron Donald treatments, and that man is balling off. Honestly, I don't understand how that Giants defense isn't better than what it actually is. Because you have a great linebacker core, you have a fantastic defensive line, and serviceable corners. I don't see how it's not a better defense.
Dude, it's man. I think the defense is actually exhausted. They always on the field.
Say you got that offense that can't do shit, and the defense just out there. They're done. They're tired.
Yeah, we've seen it all year with our own team.
Yeah.
The Texas game, for example. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Mikey. Elaborate on it, man. What you think about the Giants, bro? Go.
It started in the off season where when they did the Hard Knocks front office, which is letting people in your broken marriage and the conversations you have in a toxic relationship. I'm sorry, maybe this is therapy for me or some shit, but it's like leaving a hidden camera in how dysfunctional your house is. And when the owner Mara says, well, we can't lose Saquon Barkley and him go to the Eagles. He's our most, what is he, celebrated player? What did he say? He's our most
decorated player.
Yeah.
Decorated player or whatever. Then he goes to the Eagles. And he's damn near a running back. The running back position has been diminished for the last six years since Zeke Elliott, right? And there hasn't been an MVP as running back since Adrian Peterson. And this dude is embarking on that. That's a big fuck double bird back. And he's doing so good. Kellen Moore is, God forbid, a candidate to be the Cowboys' new coach because of Saquon Barkley. So Saquon Barkley could fuck the Giants and double fuck the Cowboys. That's how bad of a player he is. But back to the Giants, it's sad because, like how Papa said, that defense, Brian Burns, what's the other kid from Oregon? I always forget.
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau. They let McKinney go, and then McKinney, and that's another thing. Saquon's kicking ass this way, then McKinney's leading the league in interceptions in Green Bay.
Yeah. That's fucked up, ain't it? The two best players is gone to other teams and about to have MVPs on offense and defense.
Well, and that just says a lot about how they're running it. Like, I never thought I'd say this, but I do feel sorry for Sneaky G. No, I don't. Fuck them. Good.
21, how you feel about these Giants situation?
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. You know, the downfall is real. They stuck with this Daniel Jones, and who everybody kept saying he was better than Dak Prescott. What did Tiki Barber say? I'll take Daniel Jones over Dak Prescott
any day.
Any day.
That's what he said.
He's taking best foods over Miracle Whip.
Right?
Literally, he took best foods over Miracle Whip.
You know, but you know, our boy Sneaky, man. Shout out to our boy Sneaky. I just, you know, he said it's funny because he still defends Daniel Jones to this day. It's just like, man, you know, but hey, you know, that downfall is real, man, and we all saw it. Like Mikey said during that Hard Knocks, if you saw that Hard Knocks, they were willing to gamble, they were willing to risk it all, and they risked it all and out of there.
Yeah. So
and the thing about it is, Chris, is they haven't not been. You know, like every good franchise, you know, like the 49ers are going to go through it, right? They're having a shitty year, but they'll do the picks and then be back in the playoffs. hopefully we're in the mix of that. We've done this for the last our last bad year was the COVID year. You know, we ended up getting Michael. We're back in the playoffs, and the year before that was the years we before that was maybe 15, and then we got Dak, and we went on that run, and we're relevant. The fucking the Giants ever since that damn boat trip haven't been the same.
Hey, dude, they gave a stat today on ESPN, and I didn't realize this. They said since they won the Super Bowl in 2011, the Giants had 10 losing seasons and only been to the playoffs twice since 2011.
I'm hard of hearing. Can you repeat that again very slowly and louder?
They've had 10 losing seasons and only made it to the playoffs twice with one win since 2011, since they won the Super Bowl. Rue, what you think about that?
I think that even when they were winning those Super Bowls, they weren't that great. I mean, both times they were a wild card team. Like they have not been so that's why there's such a big argument about Eli Manning being a Hall of Famer. Yeah. The man led the league more times in interceptions than he ever did touchdowns. I mean, the Giants are a dumpster fire. We've seen that clip of the GM from the Giants probably 1,000 times by now. Yep. They are a misrun organization. And you knew what the problem was as soon as they signed Daniel Jones. And for me, I even said it when they signed him. I was like, it's not like they gave him some record-breaking deal. He got less money than Dak, and like 2 or 3 people had already been paid after Dak. So it's not like he reset the market. Everybody's like, oh, he's getting $40 million. But I'm like...
But he was Daniel Jones, though.
but think about it, though, Mikey. Did it make sense? They just won a playoff game. He looked pretty decent through that run. Like, you're not giving him top-tier money, but... was he worth hanging on to? Sure, but then you got rid of everything around him and you never put anything around him. How are you gonna get rid of Saquon and then not get him like? I mean, they just got a receiver this year. For the last 3 seasons, who have their receivers been?
Tony, remember Tony? Tony was the man.
They chose Waller as their receiver. Remember that?
I remember, and Waller never got on the field.
Waller quit on him. He just retired.
Hey, they're saying he had an episode or something. I think he relapsed. Honestly, I think he relapsed. They're just not saying it.
But yeah, go ahead. Finish, Rue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, all it really says to me is, they are who they are. Until proven otherwise, I mean, we'll see what they do. They're probably going to end up with like the first through third pick is going to be the Giants. It's very clear that these guys are tanking. They have no intention of winning any of their games, which is kind of sad because if you really think about it, they have the defensive player of the year on their D line. Yeah. Dexter Lawrence is playing out of his absolute mind. I mean, the dude at nose tackle has double-digit sacks. That's insane. Yep. Like that's a crazy stat. I don't know if he was talking about that earlier or not, but it's Dexter Lawrence
verbatim. You said it verbatim. It was beautiful. That means you guys know football. It's beautiful.
I was gonna say I don't know if you brought that up or not. I was just so if I'm repeating something, I'm sorry, but it's fine. It's just a damn shame because they do have some talent on that team, and even at O-line, like they got some pieces.
Yeah, dude, it's sad, man. I actually, I was really hoping. Thanksgiving was going to be one of those. Hey, man, there's going to be 2 decent teams playing, and now you look at the record, you're like, we're gonna watch our boys regardless. Well, America's gonna watch the Cowboys. We all know that. We can be 0-130, and they're gonna watch the Cowboys. So it really don't matter. But I was really hoping that the Giants was gonna be better than they were. But yeah, it's an embarrassing to their franchises because of the hard knocks, and the country saw how everything played out. Okay, and then what happened in the regular season because they chose the wrong player. Okay, I understand. Now I was a Daniel Jones fan. I thought once when they got the coach they got now, I can't think of his name. Kuiper, what's his name?
Brian
Dable.
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 Brian
When they got
Dable, yeah.
Dable, Dable rookie year as a head coach, they went to the playoffs, won the game in Minnesota, and I was like, oh, they got a coach, right? And they didn't have much on that team. They really didn't. Okay, but then the next season, and they draft offensive lineman that actually sucked. It didn't improve. It didn't improve because remember, everybody kept saying for the Giants, if we get an offensive line just to block for Saquon, we're gonna be on fire. Well,
It was a Nate Solder.
yeah, and the 2 draft picks they had didn't pan out. The next year, Saquon's a free agent, and then you tell your best player, "Oh, go get some money and tell us how much it is, and we'll match it." Come on, bro.
He said he ain't gonna give no running back $12 million.
You
That's
knew it,
exactly,
and,
and he's worth every penny.
and I'm glad you brought that up, Mikey, because Kuiper, this is directed to you. You know, you're our player personnel director. You know what? Everybody, and even Mikey had brought this up, how when Zeke got his money, they devalued the running back position. I always thought that was bullshit because if you're a running team, you need a fucking running back.
Yep.
So what do you think about the running backs in it? Because to me, the running game in this season in the NFL has changed a lot of teams and their record. What do you think, Kuiper?
I think it's back. I definitely think the running game and the running backs are back, but it's really because of 2 things. Quarterback play these past years has dropped significantly from what we've seen in past years. Think about it. We always had Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees, all
Tom
these
Brady.
amazing QBs. Yeah, they were all throwing 4,000, 5,000 yards. Now in the NFL, these past few years, we only see like 1 or 2 guys eclipse that. So what happens is now teams don't have good QBs. You got to run the ball a lot more. You got to set up play actions because your quarterbacks can't handle the drop backs, throw 50 times a game anymore. So really, you got to lean on the run game. But you look at all the great teams right now, they run the ball really good, but they run them efficiently at the end of games to close out of games. That's where you really need a good running back. That's where they come in. Derrick Henry's a closer. Saquon Barkley has been a closer. The Packers even got their own closer right now in Josh Jacobs, and the Lions have 2 of them. So I think running backs should be
Fuck the Lions,
one
man.
of the best
Fuck them.
positions right now.
Yeah. Root, what you think about these running backs this year, baby?
So for me, it's kind of an anomaly year. And I kind of agree with Kuiper in terms of the quarterback play and the diminishment of quarterback play. Because if I asked anybody to give me their top 10 quarterbacks right now, you're going to tell me some names where I'm going to look at you sideways like, really? You really think so? Because the quarterback play has dropped in recent years. And a lot of guys that you thought were whatever have not panned out that way. I mean, it was a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, they had Trevor Lawrence way up there. These guys have really fallen off. Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be the next Peyton Manning. Yeah. I remember that guy was literally supposed to be like the next big thing. It has just never panned out. But when it comes to these running backs, the reason I say it's an anomaly, I said it before the season, almost every free agent running back that you have ever seen get picked up falls on their fucking face. Every single one.
Except for this year.
It happens all the time. This year is an anomaly. You've got Derrick Henry, who ended up in a perfect situation in Baltimore. I still maintain to this day, if he ended up a Dallas Cowboy, he would not be having this season. Then you have obviously you have
Mixon,
and all of them, and honestly, yeah, man, almost all of them have panned out. Mixon's panned out for the Texans. Josh Jacobs has panned out for the Packers.
Dobbins.
And Dobbins has even lit it up for the Chargers. I mean, almost all of these running backs have hit. Every single one of them has hit. And the number one right now is Saquon. Saquon by all stretch, and Saquon was probably the only one that I think all of us were like, we'd probably make the exception for, just because he's such an amazing talent. I think a lot of people were wrong about it. There was a few people who said he was kind of washed or whatever. I wasn't one of those people, but I just didn't know, right? Like, what are you really going to get? He's already on the wrong side of 25. Like, we're going to see what you're going to get out of Saquon, but he was the one that really popped, right? Because I didn't think Josh Jacobs was going to have this kind of year. I had my reservations about Derrick Henry having this kind of year. Like Joe Mixon, a lot of these guys, you had your reservations. There was definitely question marks, but Saquon was the only one that you really looked at and really thought, like, he could probably explode or he's going to get hurt and it's going to be over before it even starts. That was basically the consensus between anybody who was talking about Saquon Barkley. But ultimately, when it comes to us going to get him, I really wanted to utilize the draft because I feel like that even now, even after all these free agent hits, I still feel like the draft is the best place to go replace your running back position. I don't feel like it's good to go out and sign free agent running backs. If I'm going to go after a running back, I'm going to go after him in the draft because I think that's the most fiscally responsible thing you can do at that position. Not to mention, you're supposed to believe that I have a top 5 quarterback in this league, especially considering that he's the top paid player in this league. So, yeah, I'm expecting you to make others around you better. But if we start getting into the draft, I really feel like I'm reliving deja vu because I don't know if y'all talked about Mike McCarthy or not. Obviously, I've had my issues. I've been on the road. But I just feel like this is just the same thing I've seen. And I swear if we end up at number 6 or number 7 in the draft and we end up with the kid out of Boise State, my head might explode.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It better not.
No, we're taking for Tataroa McMillan. Bear down.
I honestly feel like the writing's on the wall because he's already signed Dak. He's already signed CD. Next is going to be Micah Parsons. And when they bring back Mike McCarthy next year, which I wouldn't put it past him, I really wouldn't. Then you go out and get Zeke 2.0.
Well, Rue, while you was on the road, we did bring up Mike McCarthy, and Mikey 520 brought up a question. He said, "What if we went out and they bring back Mike McCarthy? How would you feel?"
Number one, we're not winning out.
Thank you. That's true.
That's not happening. You know what? I'll let you double or nothing the bet you already lost to me, Mikey. We're not.
I didn't bring that up. He said it. He put that. Don't put that evil on me. You made that question. Hey, you know what? The fine print, injury. You know what? I'm getting my lawyer because fuck that. I can't lose to injury.
You never had your car. You were never gonna win that bet.
Shut up, Donovan. Shut up, Dominic Toretto. Shut your fucking ass up, Dominic Toretto. Cheesy ass line. That's so cheesy. Well, just go. And I didn't impose that. He imposed that. I said, don't put that in the fucking universe. But whatever. Say what you're gonna say.
If they do win out the season, I don't really want to win out the season, to be completely honest. I don't want a 15, 16, 20th pick. For what? For what? They're not going to do anything in these playoffs. As wide open as the NFC East is, I'm sorry. Cooper Rush ain't going to get you there. Like, it's just not going to happen. He's not going to have some Nick Foles miracle season. I mean, we won this game on the back of the defense. If we're really being honest with ourselves, this defense created 3 and out after 3 and out after 3 and out. I mean, yeah, shit, after they were on the field for the entire time, they kind of gave it up in the last 10 minutes, but still, ended up winning the game. And ultimately, I've gone full circle with this bitch now that I realize it. But I don't want Mike McCarthy back here. I have never liked Mike McCarthy. I've never been a Mike McCarthy guy. I don't think that he's the right type of coach for us. And honestly, man, I want to see a change. And the only guy at this point that I wouldn't mind keeping around is probably Zimmer. Because the fact that Zimmer's been able to do this with pieces of his defense, I can't be mad at a guy that's missing that many players and is still putting out some sort of production on the field.
Right.
Okay. 21.
What was the original question?
It was the running back. It's the running backs this year. 21.
I mean, I'm with Kuiper. I think the running back game is creeping its way back. It's it's gonna be something that it's gonna be looked at this offseason, and people are gonna go out there and get their running backs. I don't know what the running back class is. I know we hear the names, right? But it's gonna be a good one, right? The class for running backs. So I think that it's gonna be out there, and you know the running back game is gonna be much needed more, right? And we see it with our own, right?
Right.
Uh, so you know I like Dowdle, so I'm you guys know I've been a Dowdle fan. I think we're good, but will we go out and get another one? We'll see. That's
Yeah, and Dattle had that fumble in the game, but I think he came back and ran even harder after it. I like when he make a mistake because you saw when he got bowled over on that blitz play.
yeah.
The next time they blitz, he didn't get bowled over. I thought Bobby Wagner almost killed him when he was on that blitz patch. I was like, man, you gotta put a little stronger base when Bobby Wagner coming at you at full speed on a damn blitz protection. I thought he almost decapitated my man. I felt bad for him. I said, but he redeemed himself. Running the ball and pass blocking. So, I'm with you, man. I do like him. But did you notice something though? He got 90% of the snaps at running back, which we all been saying. Okay, Zeke got one or two, and CD got two, but everything else was Rico. And we were just like, okay, thank you, Mike McCarthy. Let the boy get in the rhythm. Let him get in the rhythm. And I think we're gonna see a lot of Rico on Thursday. Mikey, you got anything before we get to these picks?
Well, I wanted to rebut something that you guys are saying about quarterbacks. I don't think the quarterback, like, of course, we've lost great quarterbacks. You can't replace what Tom Brady was. You can't replace what the old Aaron Rodgers was and the guys we lost. But the biggest diminishment that affects a quarterback is the offensive line. And the offensive line play of the league it has suffered a lot, which affects quarterbacks. So it's one thing. It's one thing affecting another. So I understand that quarterback play wasn't what it was, but the thing is we're getting these guys from college that can't pass. There's only one Joe Alt. Remember, we were looking at all these offensive linemen. What other offensive lineman that was picked aside from Joe Alt, the center from Pittsburgh that we should have got? Who's doing good? I don't hear Mims out there. Who is doing good?
Latham's been doing pretty good.
Latham.
The Saints offensive tackle, I forget what he's doing. He's been solid, but there's Jordan Morgan hasn't been playing.
He hasn't. Thank God. Fucking sorry ass Wildcat.
Well, they all chose people to build or to, I guess, develop more than to play right away.
Well, and with that, so let's press forward and let's put a bow on this baby.
All right. So hey, we got those hated Giants 325 on Thanksgiving, man. Everybody get your plate, sit in front of those and watch the Cowboys. Mikey wanted to know your favorite side for Thanksgiving. Okay. 21, what's your favorite side before we get to the picks?
It's gotta be stuffing.
Stuffing, baby.
All right. Rue, what's your favorite side for Thanksgiving?
I'd have said that in my younger days, but give me some sweet potatoes with fucking marshmallows any day of the week.
Yes, Bob.
Marshmallows.
I love a great homemade baked mac and cheese.
Yeah, he does.
All right. 520.
I got to go with my mama's stuffing. My mom's personal stuffing. My mom makes it like, since my mom she's from Mexico, right? Like, she didn't know nothing when she got to this country. All she knew is that they made dinner. So they made turkey and dude, there's potato salad in my Thanksgiving. Potato salad is like a summer dish. So potato salad is on her stuff. But my mom makes this stuffing with the Mexican twist on it. And it's something that it's just my mom, man. So yeah, that's my favorite.
Well, we see all the cultural differences because we call it dressing. Stuffing is like stole top in the box to us. You're like, what the fuck is that? You don't want that shit. That's what white people do. Anyway,
it's S stuffing. It's with an E. S stuffing.
But for the pick fella, I guess my favorite size would be the baked mac and cheese. Baked mac and cheese. So but it gotta be, hey, it ain't nothing from no damn box.
No, it gotta be from scratch.
It's straight from scratch. Everything, cheese grated, all that shit. Anyway, let's get to these. Go ahead.
My woman puts a cheese crust on it.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Well, let's get to these picks, man. Last week, man, I guess Ace went 10-3. Hyper went 8-5. Mikey went 8-5. Dallas Cowboy. Chris 7-6. And Rue brought up the rear. Luckily, Mondo was out of town, so you had to come out in the rear. But hey, Mondo won the week before.
Well, I didn't know Purdy wasn't playing either. I was like, damn, that's gonna go bad.
So the first game on Thanksgiving, man, we got the Chicago Bears versus those hated Detroit Lions. Since let's see who won the week, Ace, and then it's a you won. This is how we're gonna go. That's the order we're gonna go in. All right, Kuiper, who you got?
I feel so bad for Caleb, man. I hate him, but at the same time, I feel bad for him. The Lions are gonna whoop their asses.
All right, Mikey.
Yeah, they've been trying to make a statement. They feel they're still slept on. They're trying to embarrass everybody. I'm going for the Lions.
Rue.
Give me the best team in football, Detroit.
I got the Lions, 21.
Let's take the sweep. I got the Lions.
All right. The night game on Thanksgiving, man, when everybody get real sleepy and everything, because we had our 5th and 6th helpings. We got the Miami Dolphins versus those hated punk ass, trick ass, hoe ass Packers. Kuiper, who you got?
I talk about teams from two different places. We got the sunny side of the freaking world, and then the snow. This is gonna be a snow game. Yeah, this is gonna straight be a snow game. Give me the Packers.
All right, 520.
I'll take Matt LaFleur.
All right, Rue.
I hate the fact that it's in Lambeau, and I hate the fact that there's probably going to be a blizzard. But Miami feel like it got a new vigor. Give me the Dolphins.
All right. I'm going to take the Pack just because it's going to be a blizzard. All right, 21.
I'm taking the Pack.
All right.
Hey, just real quick. Y'all remember the last time Tua played in the cold?
What happened?
I don't think he remembers either. He don't remember either. Hey, Tua don't remember either, bro. He don't. And you hit that R a little too hard.
Anyway, the division game, man, those hated Las Vegas Raiders versus the Dallas Texans. I'm sorry, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Raiders almost pulled off that upset, and I picked them bastards last week to beat the Broncos, and they let me down. Anyway, Kuiper, who you got?
I got the Chiefs. They almost let the Panthers beat them. I don't think they let that happen again.
All right, Mikey.
Same. The Chefs.
All right, Rue.
Dallas Texans.
I'm gonna take the Texans too. The 21.
I'm taking the Texans. The Dallas Texans.
All right. The Chargers, who got their ass smashed at home, versus the ATL, them Dirty Birds, who's on the losing streak. They ain't won a game since they beat the Cowboys either. All right, Kuiper, who you got?
Give me the team that just lost. Give me the Chargers.
All right, 520.
I'll take Atlanta with I'll take Atlanta.
All right, Rue.
Atlanta coming off the bye, but the Chargers got kicked in the teeth. Give me the Chargers.
All right.
The Chargers short week for the Chargers. That's what I wanted to say.
Man, Atlanta plays so good at home.
They do.
Give me the Falcons. 21.
Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons as well, just because they're at home.
All right. This is gonna. I think this is gonna be a hellified game here. The Steelers versus those Bengals, man. Them Bayou Bengals, man. Who you got, Kuiper?
I really want to go with the Steelers, but something about Joe makes me think he's gonna win this game.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Bengals.
Bengals. All right. 520.
Picking two. If the Steelers lose 2 in a row, yeah, I'll take the Bengals.
Rue.
I didn't think you both were going to take the Bengals, but I think the Steelers are absolute frauds. Give me the Bengals.
I want the Bengals too. 21.
I'm taking the Steelers on this one. I think they get back to their winning ways.
All right. The so-called best team in Texas who got their ass whipped at home. Versus,
Talk about frauds.
Yeah, off another team that's tanking. Kuiper, who you got? Now they in Jacksonville. Who you got?
I got the Texans.
Mikey.
Yeah, they lost last week to the Titans. Like, they can't do this shit 2 weeks in a row. They just can't. So I got the Texans.
Rue.
Titans defense is very underrated. They have a very good defense over there, and Jacksonville does not. I don't like the Texans on the road because they haven't been that great on the road, but it's fucking Jacksonville. Give me the Texans.
Jacksonville.
Man,
give me the Jags. Give me the 21.
I just love that they lost to the Houston Oilers, right? The OGs, the original Houston Oilers. But I'm taking the Texans. I think the Texans will take this.
All right, man. Somebody need a victory after that bullshit they did in Seattle. The Cardinals versus the Vikings. Kuiper, who you got?
We got punched in the mouth. I think we come back from that, and I don't think the Vikings are that good, to be honest. I think they got a lot of holes. The Cardinals.
Cardinals. All right. 520.
Yeah, dude. Your record says what you are. 9-2 is pretty damn good. I'd be like to be 9-2. Fuck. Are the Vikings coming off a bye? Take the Vikings.
No, they're not coming off bye.
Okay.
They beat the Bears last week.
I'll take the Vikings.
Rue.
I get this funny feeling that the Vikings are about to turn into a pumpkin.
Yes, sir. I love that term. I use that terminology.
Give me the Cardinals. Skull, baby.
21.
Yeah, I'm taking the Vikings at home.
All right. Colts and Pats. Colts a big win in Houston, and
this is the tough one.
The Pats. You never know what you're gonna get with the Pats. Kuiper, who you got?
I'm going with the Colts. They've shown a little life these past few weeks.
All right, Mikey.
I'll take Drake May on this one.
All right. Rue.
The Patriots fucked me over last week, but they
I love how you said that.
They're at home this week. Give me the Colts, man.
Okay. I'm gonna take the Pats. I'm gonna take the Pats just because it's gonna be at home and it's gonna be cold as shit, and the Colts are a dome team. So I'm gonna take the Pats to squeak out a 9-7 game. 21. Who you got?
Yeah, with the Patriots, you don't know what Patriots you're gonna get, but I think that home in the cold weather, I'm taking the Patriots.
Right. We got a Cinderella reference. Now we got a fucking Forrest Gump reference. I love you, motherfuckers. I swear to God.
Right. The Sea Chickens versus the 747s. Who you got, Kuiper?
They only win against their own division, man. The Seahawks are frauds. They're fucking frauds.
But dude, Oh, dude, that was bad.
He wants Jets.
So do you take
The Jets. I like you picked the Jets. I don't know what's going on in the water of New York because their football teams are booty juice. I don't know who's worse, the Jets or the Giants, but you got to go with the Seahawks. Seahawks.
All right, Rue.
The Jets are trash. Give me the Seahawks.
Trash.
Hey man, my man is going home. Quarterback from Seattle. That's who
Geno.
That's who drafted Geno. Geno
When
is
he got
going
socked.
he going to New York and show him. God damn it, you should have kept me. Give me the sea chicken.
Is this the first time?
I
think so.
Believe so.
Who punched him in the mouth for not going to a charity event? Ah, fuck.
All right, Armando, who you got?
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks.
Sea chickens. All right, the Houston Oilers versus the Washington Redskins. I'm sorry, Tennessee Titans versus the Washington Commanders. Who you got, Kuiper?
Cliff Kingsbury.
You stupid.
You want the Titans? All right, Mikey, who you got?
I'll take Q. He's lost. He basically has lost 4 in a row. They need to get one of the win columns. So we'll take freaking the Charmanders.
All right, Rue, who you got?
At the end of the day, the Cowboys knew that Chris had to win that fucking ass bet. So they had to beat the Commanders for Chris.
Yeah.
Commanders bounce back and beat the Titans because Will Levis will find a way to lose yet again.
Will Levis. It looks like Levi's.
He did good on Sunday though.
Yeah, which is exactly why he's gonna.
Consistency
this week because he did.
He did get confident and throw it away. Yeah.
He can't string that together twice. If he string it together twice, I'll shut up. But
when Mark Sanchez says you're gonna be bad, you're bad.
I'm gonna take the Commanders. All right, 21. Who you got?
I'm taking the Titans. I want to see the downfall of the Commanders.
All right, Bucks and Panthers. Kuiper, who you got? They playing in Carolina.
Yeah,
Carolina.
Mike Evans is just too good against the Panthers all the time. Give me the Bucks.
All right, 520.
Shake and bake.
All right, Rue.
Baker Mayfield leads the way. Give me the Bucks.
I'm gonna take the Bucks too. 21.
Yeah,
what the Bucks?
Nah, you taking the Bucks too? 21.
Yeah.
All right. Rams and Saints. Rams came off another loss. I know.
Yeah, fucking.
I know Kuiper what he gonna say. Kuiper, Rams or Saints?
I fuck the Rams, but actually,
fuck the Rams.
I just for the sake of my record for the week, I'm gonna say the Rams.
All right, Mikey.
Yeah, motherfuck them Saints. Go with the Rams.
All right, Root.
Let me get them lamb chops. Rams.
All right, I'm
playing along.
I'm gonna take the who dat. 21.
I'm with you, big fella. I think the Saints are gonna push one out.
All right.
Push that shit.
This is gonna be a really good game. Them punk ass, trick ass, hoe ass, green ass, booger eating ass, punk ass, bitch ass Eagles versus those little birds from Baltimore. Who you got, Kuiper?
This is a really good game, man. I honestly have no clue, but I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Just cause.
All right. 520.
I gotta go with the Ravens. Fuck those motherfucking Eagles.
All right. Rue.
The Eagles live and die by Saquon Barkley. The Ravens defense is far better at stopping the run than they are the pass. Hurts will not be enough to win this game. Give me Lamar Jackson and the motherfucking Ravens.
All right. Give me I'm always gonna take the home team when there's two good teams. Give me the Ravens. 21.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens.
All right. the Niners who went to Green Bay and got their ass smashed. Now they going to a colder team that's on fire. Sunday night football, 49ers versus the Bills. Who you got, Kuiper?
Fuck them Niners, baby. They still
everybody.
And this is another Blizzard game.
Another Blizzard game, exactly.
Another Blizzard game. All right. 520.
Fuck them Niners. Fuck them to fucking hell. Yeah, we'll go for the Bills.
All right. Rue, who you got?
Welcome to the woodshed, Niners. Sucks to suck. Bills got this one. They're going to be breaking tables in Buffalo.
Splinters in your ass.
Man, give me the chicken wings. All right. 21, who you got?
Oh, you know. Give me them Bills. Fuck them Niners.
Fuck them Niners.
Monday
All agree.
Night football. Jameis Winston versus those hated Denver Broncos with the leader in
we are so
as a rookie. Let's go, Kuiper. Who you got, man?
I love Bo Nix. I think he's the best QB in the draft. Give me the Broncos.
All right, 520.
We are so blessed. I'm so blessed to be playing in this snow. I'm so blessed to be playing this. Oh, God bless me to play in this snow. But we can get our ass kicked by the Broncos. Broncos.
All right, Rue, who you got?
Jameis better enjoy every minute he gets to play this year because he'll be back riding that pine next year. The Broncos are for real. Give me the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos defense is really good, man.
You know what? I haven't really seen a one Bronco game, so I can't go. I just hate Jameis Wilson.
Yeah, I love Jameis because he remind me of everybody's black uncle that's always just talking about nothing. So every African American got that guy in their family, and every time Jameis starts talking, I'm like, man, he sounds just like my damn uncle. Anyway, I got to take the Broncos at home. I'm sure it's gonna be snowing in Denver. Give me the Broncos because they got the better defense. Oh no, god damn that Miles. If Miles played give me the Broncos. Go ahead, 21.
I'm taking the Browns, man. And if you guys haven't had a chance to check out that mic'd up Jameis Winston, that's just funny. He was mic'd up the whole game. It's funny as shit, man. That dude.
I haven't heard it.
Oh man,
he is hilarious, bro. He is hilarious.
Yeah. What do you mean, like hilarious in that he's a phony motherfucker? Or he's actually a funny guy.
Only you think he's funny. I ain't phony. I don't think he's phony. That's just the dude he is, man.
Yeah, I think he's just naturally the way he is.
I just think him and Russell Wilson, they're just two different kind of phonies. I don't know. Maybe that's the Aquarian in me, but fuck, I just can't stand them.
Yeah, like I said, he is one in every black family. Okay, he's not phony. That's just that dude. Okay, that's just him. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna listen to. I'm gonna look for it right now.
I'm right. At 3:25 on Thanksgiving. That's when normally everybody get together at 2:00 in Texas and they start their Thanksgiving dinners.
Yes, sir.
Getting all nice and full and everything, and they're gonna sit around this TV to watch.
Christopher, you know that dressing is for everybody, Christopher.
hey, what's so funny? I didn't start eating dressing until about 3 years ago. I was not a fan of Thanksgiving. My mom used to make me steak and potatoes. I didn't like turkey. I didn't like dressing, greens. I didn't want none of that shit. Give me a steak.
No sweet potatoes? Shit, man.
I hate sweet potatoes. Hate them. Anyway, unless it's sweet potato fries. But anyway.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah. But anyway, we got the Cowboys versus the Little Giants on Thanksgiving midday. Kuiper, who you got?
Yeah, I got the Cowboys. 13-7.
13-7. Low scoring. All right, 520.
Well, you know what? I'm disappointed. I thought because last year we did the show and we were all dressing. We all had our jerseys like Chris. This year I have a Michael Parsons jersey, but the reversed with the blue and the white, man. So I'm gonna be sporting that. Of course, we're gonna be eating dinner, and it's gonna be 21-13 Dallas Cowboys.
All right, Rue.
I said 5 weeks ago this was going to be the one game that we won. My opinion has not changed on that. I've got 24-10 Cowboys.
All right.
Yeah.
I got the Cowboys winning this too. I think the Giants, basically everybody has quit. And I hate to say a professional athlete and team has quit, but their front office quit on them. Their players has quit on the front office. I got the Cowboys big in this one, man. I got the Cowboys 38-13.
Nice.
Got it big.
That's gonna lead the next week's show. Watch.
Yeah. All right. 21. Who you got?
You know what's funny is that 43, and I never knew that dressing was stuffing. That's crazy.
Yeah, stuffing, bro. Remember, on another show that's not really barbershop talk, we had this discussion and stuffing.
And that's crazy. I never knew that till now. So, but to me, it's stuffing, man. But I got the Cowboys. And I'm kind of on Rule's range. I'm gonna price it right them 27-10. The Cowboys win, man.
He's bringing that sister. And one more thing, when you guys do your closing, I want you guys to say what you guys are thankful for. All y'all, like we about to eat.
What if I don't want to say what I'm thankful for? Shit, I ain't.
You're gonna be thankful.
You can't.
Damn it!
You can't.
Christopher, you're not getting steak. There's no steak in it. No steak and potatoes here. You're gonna eat that damn turkey. Getting my mama out of me, boy. That's flame.
All right, Kuiper, man, give me your final thoughts.
Man, I love seeing Cliff Kingsbury's downfall. Because fuck what he did to Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, man. Fuck him. He ruined that man's reputation. Fuck that dude.
Lincoln Riley did that.
Nah, Steve Kime did that too. But I'm thankful.
All of your good players, Steve Kime has.
No,
from Steve Kime. Think about McBride. McBride got Steve Kime got McBride. Steve Kime got Kyler Murray. Steve Kime got Connor. Like those are your favorite, your best players, and those are Steve Kime guys. But anyway, it's your final thought. I guess I got the over.
Under was smashed, wasn't it? Good God.
Hey, 21. Tavanya, can you hear us? 21. What did you find out today for the first time?
I didn't know that stuffing was dressing.
It's stuffing, not dressing.
No. She said, "What did you think it was?"
I thought dressing was like a salad dressing when I was dressing in Thanksgiving. But
it's Southern, bro. In the South, they call it dressing.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to make them some dressing, not that stuff. I told them stuffing for black people is like that shit in the box stove top stuffing.
But dressing. No, it's stuff. It's the same shit, but we call it stuffing. It's the same shit.
No, it's not. It's not. It is not.
Not jiffy, but the regular cornbread.
Yeah.
Make it and then put your celery. Yeah, crumble it all up. Celery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No.
Some ground beef, ground pork, chicken. It's made different, but it's still stuffing and dressing is the same thing.
It is
no,
not.
it's cheating.
It is not.
There's a cultural divide here. Let's just agree to disagree.
No.
I just wanted you to hear.
That's just. Do you okay? So, because I know you didn't eat it before.
Yeah,
but have you guys ever eaten chicken and dumplings?
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh yes. The soup.
Huh? It's not a soup.
It's not a soup. Well, I guess.
Oh, never mind then.
Soup. If they make it runny, yes. But just like dumplings, you're supposed to. What do they make your dumplings out of?
Isn't it like flour balls or they're like matzo balls kind of? No.
Yeah.
He didn't put like biscuits or they'll tear up tortillas and put it in there as a bread. I'm like, no, you have to make your dough, your flour, your egg, water, roll it out real thin, and then cut them up into strips. Yeah.
She didn't turn into a cooking show. We're gonna invite y'all to San Francisco to actually have real dinner.
That would be a blessing. That would be a blessing.
He didn't eat chicken and dumplings until like
I always ate chicken. It was the dressing.
Hey, don't tell me Chris is a picky eater.
Wasn't until we had been married like 5 years, because he didn't like. He's like, no, because your friend does not eat any traditional Thanksgiving.
Hey, if something happened at Thanksgiving, like, I get it. It was a traumatic. I get it. But if you didn't eat it because you're a picky little shit and you're spoiled, well, that's the difference.
He was a spoiled.
All right, baby, that's enough. We'll see you later, baby.
He was a spoiled child. So his mother, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, because she said that he didn't give her problems, she would make him a separate dinner for Thanksgiving.
Oh, the cat's out the bag, boy!
He had his own separate little dinner for Thanksgiving, and everybody else had their traditional Thanksgiving dinner.
I'll talk to you later, baby. Bye.
That's one of his deepest. That's one of his deepest, darkest secrets, and it's right. Hey, only on the Cowboy podcast. Boom!
Those were my final thoughts. Mikey, you got any final thoughts?
Well, first of all, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all you guys. Thankful for family, obviously, but y'all my extended family. I know I'm the one that gets like emotional, sentimental. You see all of it. But just happy. The season was what it was, but we're still kicking and God's still opening doors. Hey, the game's going to be the game. We're going against the dumpster fire. Hopefully we don't get burned.
Rue, your final thoughts, Rue?
In spite of everything and without getting all sentimental and whatnot, I am thankful for college fucking football, baby. It goes down on Saturday. It's a matchup that has been gone for 13 whole years, and I finally get it back, and little brother is going to get their shit kicked in yet again, and I find myself headed to an SEC championship in my first year in the SEC. So I'm thankful for my Texas motherfucking Longhorns, baby. Hook 'em.
Yes. Hey, let me add something. I just got 6 tickets to the Arizona ASU game. Let's ruin their fucking their playoff fucking hopes. Bear down.
All right, let's see what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the yellow fucker that came in here and told all my business.
Yeah, I love the one that tells all my business too. I love her.
Wasn't for her, hell, I wouldn't be in California. So,
that's beautiful.
New experiences, Colorado, California, within a year's time, man. Just having a good time. It's actually going to be our first Thanksgiving. It's just going to be me and her. We're not going back to Texas,
Wow.
It's just going to be me and her, having a little Thanksgiving dinner. But, man, I'm always thankful for my wife, 25 years of marriage. And I can tell you what I'm hopeful for. Damn it, Wolverines, kick them Buckeyes' ass.
fuck up their playoff. We're spoilers this week.
Yeah, fuck them hoe eyes. Anyway,
we're spoilers this week.
21, you got the last thought of the day, baby.
Final thoughts is fuck it, man. Let's go out here and whoop on these fucking Giants. And as always, I'm thankful for all this, man, for us being able to, still be here and alive always, and my family, man, I got a new addition here. Got a new addition, and then it's just, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. It's beautiful, and so I'm thankful for that, and it's gonna be our first Thanksgiving with her, so definitely thankful for that.
Awesome, man.
All right.
And we appreciate everybody that stopped by, man, on the show, man. Also, thanks Cowboy Corner for jumping in, man. Thanks Rue for making that sacrifice while he driving, man, across Texas, man, to join the show. Always, we appreciate our player personnel director of the Cowboy Podcast, Kuiper Jr., my man Mikey 5 520, and man, Mr. 915 himself. Man, like we always say, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Fuck them Buckeyes and fuck them Scum Devils. Bruce and Vigor.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE. Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy B in the building.
The great Cowboy B.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I did.
Hey, man. Hey,
all these videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, but hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah, players fuck up. Yeah. First day of pads. Say, man, you know, we all play, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the fact, but tomorrow tells the truth. I'll tell you about I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to, spray and shit and eat wings and
motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
Calm
down, Mikey. Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. So hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
You come out with that Whataburger in and out one, right?
We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing in that song, but it's like this is Drake, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.